and pretty much just test to see, yes, I know mods are active, and test to see what SkyUI5 does when it's out of date to the Skyrim and the SKSE launcher. So, and again, with the more mods, these wait times here can vary. So here we are in game. Let's go into our inventory. So as you can see, it's still got the same setup. I'm just going to quickly dump this. Yes. Boop. So I can move about. So it's still got the same setup.
Let's get some meat.
Oh, that's stuttering. I'm just not going to move around. Still got the same setup. Let's see if all the functionality is still there. Yep. Bone meal. Bow. All bone meal, bow. Yep, so that's still there. Let's see if the map works properly. I believe. Where is it? It is... Find location is F. So that still works. Let's try Morthal. M-O... Yep, Morthal. So the search functionality still works. So you don't necessarily need to update SkyUI. Obviously I'm not going to do an in-depth testing of every little nook and cranny of it. I will just quickly check the mod configuration menu. Yep. Sophia follower mod. Settings. All seems to still pop up. SkyUI. Settings. Yep, it all seems to still pop up. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do a full in-depth test of it. I would definitely recommend updating it when it updates, but holding on to all the old files. So that way, if for whatever reason there's a bug or something like that and the new versions of everything just don't work, you can always reinstall all the old versions and run your game like nothing ever happened. But anyway, I'll exit out of here and I'll meet you on the desktop to show you how to update SkyUI. Okay, here we are back on the desktop. Pardon me. So we're going to update SkyUI now. So again, I've already unzipped it for the sake of time. I've already got videos on how to use 7-zip and WinRAR. Hit me up if you want a link to them, although I believe that it's probably like the third or fourth video, and I've only got like 13 or something. So anyway, moving on, I digress. So we have this. All this has to go into the data folder. So if you search through here, it will actually have SkyUI right here, skyui.bas, skyui.esp. So you don't need to, you can delete them if you want, and then copy the new ones over. You don't need to. Again, same with this folder. Nothing in here really affects anything, but I just copy it over anyway, just for the sake of simplicity. Although that being said, doing stuff like this could be a reason for your game slowing down, because obviously there's files here that don't need to be here. But in any case, you just copy, yes, replace, and that's it. It's up to date. Now, normally this is where I'd go in-game to show you it still works, but we saw the old version working, so we know that this version is going to work. Actually, I'll show you anyway, just in case, like I said before, something could have gone wrong with the update or something like that, and I might need to revert back. So let's go in-game to see if the new version works fine. There we go. Double-clicked again. Load times, all that, nothing to stress about. I've never really had load times as long as this, but I always have had long load times with SKSE64. I don't know if you caught that last bit, but I was just saying that, pardon me, I've never really had this long of load times with SKSE, but I always have had extended load times as opposed to launching it directly from Steam. But anyway, let's load up the Jack file. Yes, I know. So we'll load up the Jack file and just quickly check to make sure the major things are still working. So I can flick between my weapons fine, which is good. The search, it's still set up the same way. The search functionality. So bone meal, leather boots, because I've just typed in BO, so it's bringing up everything with BO in the name. So BO for bone meal, my bad, BO for boot. Anyway, so search functionality works. Settings, we can change what values and all that are there, but I'm not going to do that. Let's check the map. F for find. We'll try Morthal again. Oh, wrong one. Map. Find. Click in there. MO. Yep, that works. So that is a little tip for you. Go into the map, hit F. If you don't click in here first and you start typing and say like I just did and I'll type Morthal, as soon as I hit M, it's going to get you out of the map. Now that's not the mod not working. That's just the way the mod's set up and us being silly. So you hit F, click in here with filter, and then when you get this flashing line, then you can start typing. So now I can type M all day and my map will stay up. So I'll get out of that, and yeah, that's it. I'll catch you back on the desktop. And here we are back on the desktop. Now, if you're still having dramas, then honestly, I can't help you. These are the two most simplest mods to install. The only problems I can think of is that all the files haven't downloaded. Like it's been interrupted or something and it's missing files. So in that case, delete it, re-download the files. Or maybe if you're using 7-zip, maybe 7-zip just doesn't like working with your computer. So try WinRAR. Or maybe you're using WinRAR and WinRAR doesn't like your computer, so try 7-zip. I've got a video on how to do that, so I'll link it in the description below. Go check that out if you're having troubles with the zips. But yeah, with SKSE, SkyUI anyway, if you don't install it properly, so we'll go in here, we'll delete this, yes, and we'll delete this, yes. So if you don't place it into the data folder, and you just place this directly into the main folder here, and then try and launch it, we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are back in game. So we have just installed the SkyUI files into the wrong folder. And let's see what happens. We hit inventory. Ooh. Oh, that load time for the inventory. So as you can see, it still works, sort of, but that load time is terrible. Let's try the filter. Bow. So the filter still seems to work. Now your results might vary. It might not work at all for you. But if you're getting terrible load times like that, then chances are you've installed it in the wrong folder. Let's try the search for on the map. F. Filter. Morthal. Yeah, so that still works fine. Let's check the SkyUI menu. The mod configuration menu. Yeah, see, it's not picking up SkyUI anymore, and it's not picking up Lydia. Lydia? Not Lydia, sorry, Sophia, my follower mod that I've got installed. So if this is what you're seeing, then you've installed it in the wrong file. We'll jump back onto the desktop and I'll show you how to fix this. So here we are back on the desktop. Now there's two ways to fix it. First way is just to straight up delete it. Now if you have whacked it somewhere and you have no idea where you've whacked it, all you need to do is go into your Skyrim folder. Yours won't have a 1 at the end of it. I believe I explained why I have a 1 there in the prelude to this mini series for physics. But essentially all you have to do is go into your Skyrim Special Edition folder, go into your search engine, search bar here, and just type in SkyUI. SKYUI, and it brings up the SkyUI_SE.esp. And that brings me to another point. If your one, after you've unzipped it and all that, if yours doesn't have underscore SE, underscore SE after it, then chances are, pardon me, then chances are you're using the version for Skyrim, not Skyrim Special Edition. So that would be another issue as to why SkyUI isn't working correctly for you. Now, I know that Skyrim SkyUI does work to an extent with Skyrim Special Edition, because before SKSE came out, I actually installed the Skyrim version into Skyrim Special Edition. I did not have the mod configuration menu, and I did not have the search functionality, and I believe that I didn't have the hotkeys either that comes with SkyUI. I could be wrong on that last one, but yeah, so if you're missing those functionalities and you don't have SE at the end, then the reason for that is you've downloaded and installed the Skyrim version, not the Skyrim Special Edition version. But in any case, the solution is the same. You download the Skyrim Special Edition version, unzip it, install it, and remove the bad version. Or in our case, remove the version that is in the wrong folder. So just highlight it, hit delete, hit yes, and it should be removed from this file. Yep, as you can see, it's no longer down here, but I like to do a sanity check and just type in anyway, SkyUI, and there we go. It's not showing up in the file anymore. Then you just go into data. Now the reason why I showed you that is because when you copy stuff over, and I was to just drop it here, not paying attention, if you look underneath the cursor, it'll say copy to video. Now you'll get the same issue. If you accidentally drop it into the wrong file, you'll get the same issues, or it might not work at all. So you'll always want to come over until copy to video, or whatever is there, says copy to data. Once it says copy to data, you're copying it to the data folder. And you just release, replace. It's replacing the faux mod stuff. Or alternatively, you can highlight and drag it over and go onto the data folder, and it says copy to data, release, same thing, and away you go. So if you're having issues with SkyUI, there's a few possible reasons or a few things to check off on your checklist. So check to make sure you're running the correct version for the correct version of SKSE and the Skyrim launcher. Check to make sure you've got the correct version of SKSE64 for the Skyrim launcher, and check to make sure you've got the right Skyrim launcher for SKSE. Now, as I showed you at the start, it'll actually tell you when you go to load it up what's going on. Now, I can't remember if I've already touched on this before, but I did have an interesting comment a while ago now, asking me if I have to activate, or why I didn't activate any of this stuff in the data folder. Now, I do not believe I have Fallout installed. Fallout 3, installed. I'll just quickly check. Fallout 3 Game of the Year. Yes, I do. Okay, so I can show you on this because I don't have Skyrim on here. So I'll hit play. Close that. Should bring up the launcher. If not, then I'll just go in and do it manually. Oh wait, it's already down here. There we go. So with the way Fallout 3 or Skyrim was set up, so you pretty much get the same screen, but it would be the Skyrim one. you had this file here called the data file or files. You'd click on that and that would bring up all the mods and stuff that you had installed, or all the loose files, all that. And you used to have to go and activate it by clicking on it, checking it, load loose files, okay, and then you hit play and away you go. I'm going to exit out of that. Now with Skyrim Special Edition, you don't have to do that. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. No, go away. There we go. There is no data folder. The way that it's all been set up, there is no data folder. So even if I had said yes to all that stuff. Do you want to allow this app? Yes. So I've got options, but there's no data file. Options just gives me the resolution and all that stuff. Support just takes me to a website. I don't have the internet plugged in on the computer at this current time. But yeah, so there is no activating mods anymore. Not to say that it won't be like that in the future. Pardon me. But for the present time, for Skyrim and for Fallout 4, for Skyrim Special Edition and for Fallout 4, just the way that they've got the files set up and whatnot, you don't need to activate it anymore. So don't stress out about trying to find that and do that. Now, yeah, so I've shown you how to update and install SkyUI and SKSE64. I've shown you quickly how to troubleshoot certain problems, and I've shown you how to fix them. I hope this video's helped. If not, I guess good luck, because honestly I can't help you if it hasn't worked, because I've never had any dramas. I've shown you the dramas that I have had and how to fix them. There are dramas that I have read about, like error codes and stuff like that, but in that scenario all you really need to do is go to Google, type in Skyrim Special Edition error code blah blah blah, or SKSE64 Special Edition error code blah blah blah. Chances are it'll pop up with a few results, probably Reddit and Steam results. Jump on it, check out the forums, see how those people fixed it. Chances are it might just be you need to go into your Steam folder, verify the files, and reinstall whatever the mod is that's playing up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The next video will be on how to install fins and how to install fins and how to install race menu for Special Edition. This is all a part of the physics series that, or not series, but the physics, a collection of physics videos, all to install the physics CBP physics mod. Rightio, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Like, bugger it, you know what to do. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!